Hey everyone, Galactic Messages, your story. Let's do I was gonna do a 5 card what was it? A 5 card 10 of Cups flipped over, but some of y'all may be turning your back or changing your approach in regards to what you feel is emotional fulfillment in regards to relationships. 2 of Wands, you could be making, a different deciding to go in a new direction and not really follow maybe what you did in the past. In regards to, how you got involved in relationships, how you show up in relationships and things like that. 10 of Wands flew over on the side. It flew on top of one of the cards is face down, but let's see what's face up. This is face down over the Emperor, which is the 3 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Pentacles shows itself. So you and this other party could be holding back, keeping things close to your chest. You could be connected to a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn involved. This could be a situation where someone is holding close to their resources as well. There could be some sort of fears or maybe deception going on in the background with the Moon card here. We have the King of Cups showing itself upright, surrounded by some cards face down that fell on top of it. So there's a lot of people, places and things. In particular, this King of Cups it has a lot of things that's burying their emotions. Like they're occupying themselves with things that they really can't see clearly, but it's keeping their emotions at bay. What's hidden from this situation in regards to the Emperor over here and the King of Pentacles in the reverse is trying to move forward. They're having a hard time finding a way, maybe turning their back on situations, moving forward and things like that. And that could be because there's distance. That could be because they are financially unstable. Could be because they lost some sort of resources and things like that. But yet they are wanting to appear that they have it all together in this particular storyline. The 10 of Wands, what's burdensome here? What's burdensome and which fell face down is completing some sort of cycle. They've been going, or you or this other party have been going around in circles and it's becoming a burden, but they can't figure out how to get unstuck and they feel like things are unfinished. But it's really because they just keep going around in a circle. So they always feel like things are unfinished because they don't complete things as they go along. They just keep, doors and cycles open. What is the King of Cups burying as far as their emotions? What are they burying? They're burying, it looks like 2 different counterparts, perhaps. They both feel like they're soulmates. They feel like they're stuck in the middle of an emotional upheaval between an Empress, which is someone they could have, thought they had some sort of, or they do have some sort of growth and expansion with, maybe a family with, maybe children with. And then they have a Queen of Cups who they have turned their back on, or the Queen of Cups turned their back on them, which is someone that maybe was very understanding. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be any sign, but the Queen of Cups represents Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, while the Empress represents Libra, Taurus. So the soulmate dynamic is still facing the Empress card here, who they have the growth and expansion with, or who they're viewing growth and expansion with, while they have turned their back on the emotional aspect of this Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups has, turned their back on them, which, forces them to have to look in another direction. But it looks like both of these women here, the Empress and the Queen of Cups, have turned their back. But this person stuck in the middle, which is this King of Cups, is burying themselves and is focusing on something that's already, seems like has put their back towards them as well. Which means they still desire growth, they still desire expansion, they still see the beauty in it, but the women in this party do not. But they're burying themselves, burying their emotion in the idea of them being caught in the middle of these 2 women. All right, I'm hearing the word McBride. That show, Ally McBride or something McBride. So anyway, that's your story here. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for following, liking, commenting, and all that good stuff. It's greatly appreciated. I'll see you next time.